and welcome to Chair Yoga at Home, week 8. I'm Deborah, and I'm glad you're here. And I'd like to start today with a poem by Lynn Ungar called On the Other Side. Through the looking glass, down the rabbit hole, into the wardrobe and out into the enchanted forest where animals talk and danger lurks, and nothing works quite the way it did before. You have fallen into a new story. It is possible that you are much bigger or smaller than you thought. It is possible to drown in the ocean of your own tears. It is possible that mysterious friends have armed you with magical weapons you don't yet understand, but which you will need to save your own life and the world. Everything here is foreign. Nothing quite makes sense. That's how it works. Do not confuse the beginning of the story with the end. So a little reminder, this will end, and in the meantime, take the ride. So bring your shoulders up and back and down, and do that 2 more times. Just feeling all those little crunchies. And then let the shoulders release into gravity. Either look softly at the floor or close your eyes. If you haven't already, lean forward. Make sure you're sitting on your sit bones, not your tailbone. And take a long, slow inhalation and then a long, slow exhalation. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel your sit bones on the chair. Feel your shoulders releasing. Feel whatever your hands are touching. Feel your head floating up toward the ceiling. And for the next hour, be in your room, on your chair, in this class. And when the rest of the world starts to intrude into your thoughts, remind yourself to just be in chair yoga class. And think of something that you find hard to deal with. Maybe it's not being able to go out to a restaurant, or maybe it's a pain that you have, or maybe it's a person. I don't know. It doesn't have to be your worst thing, but just pick one thing that is hard to deal with. Think about that. And notice how your body feels when you think about that. Now, take a moment and just say to yourself, I accept this. For now, I'm not going to try to change it. I'm not going to judge it. I am going to just accept that that's what is. And notice if your body feels any different when you decide to just accept whatever that thing or person is for now. And our breath practice today is actually a cooling breath. Who knew it would finally get warm, but it finally has, and we're going to have some hot days coming up. So if you get too hot, this is a nice cooling breath called Shitali. And start by, if you're able to, roll your tongue like that. This is hereditary. Some people can, some people can't. If you can't roll your tongue, just stick out your tongue a little bit. And part your lips a bit. Now, inhale and let the air go over the surface of your tongue. Exhale, close your mouth, and exhale through your nose. Inhale over the surface of the tongue. Exhale through the nose. Pick a rhythm that feels good to you. Maybe a little deeper than a normal breath, but whatever seems to suit right now. And when you finish the one that you're on, do 3 more after that. And you can see why this would be cooling, because the wetness of your tongue feels cool when the air flows across it. And whenever you finish your last one, just release that breath. Let the breath come however it wants to. Notice whatever you notice. And allow your chin to come down to your chest. And the next time you inhale, bring your head up and look up at the ceiling. Exhale all the way down. And if you need to support your head when you look up, do that. You want to keep that range of motion, but you don't want pain in the neck. And do that one more time. This is our no, and actually this is our yes motion. It's like you're nodding yes. And then come back to neutral, head floating up toward the ceiling. Take your left arm out to the side, sort of dangling down like an A, half of an A, and then turn your head to the right. Make little circles with your left arm, not too fast, and then pause, and then rotate your palm up and make circles going the other way. And at least for me, I feel it a lot more up through my arm when I do it this way. And then pause, keep the palm up, inhale, and then exhale, just tilt the head down toward the floor. Inhale, look back over your shoulder. Exhale, tilt the head back down toward the floor. Inhale, look back over your shoulder. Exhale, come back to center. Notice the difference in your left shoulder and your right shoulder, and the left side of your neck and the right side of your neck. Now take your right arm out at that low angle, turn your head to the left, make those little circles with the palm down, and notice where you feel this, just in the neck and in the arm. And then pause, rotate the palm up, and get those circles going again. And now pause, inhale, exhale, tilt the head down toward the floor. Inhale, look over your shoulder. Exhale, tilt the head down toward the floor. Inhale, look over your shoulder one more time. Exhale, bring it all back to the center. And roll those shoulders. Ooh, the oak pollen is getting to me. Good. So that was yes and no. Now here's maybe. Take your left arm out, thumb down, bend the elbow, and put the back of your hand against your low back. Now if that hurts your shoulder, just put your hand on your hip or just let your arm hang. So back of the hand to the low back, down where the sacrum is, and then tilt your right ear towards your right shoulder. Try not to bring the right shoulder up to meet it, just let it go. Inhale. Exhale, roll your head down, look toward the floor. You can press back with your left elbow if you want to. Inhale, look forward again. Exhale, look down at the floor. Inhale, look forward again. Exhale, release. Again, notice the difference in sides. All right. Right hand, thumb down, bend the elbow, back of the hand, or whatever modification you need to make from that side. Now take your left ear to the left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, roll the head down, look toward the floor. Inhale, ear to shoulder. Exhale, roll down, look at the floor. Inhale, ear to shoulder. Exhale, release. Inhale, roll the shoulders up. And exhale, back and down. Keep breathing, do that again. Good, one more time. Great. Clasp your hands. Put your hands behind your head with your thumbs at that notch, the occipital ridge. And then slowly just lift up your head very gently. So you're stretching your neck, you're stretching your back, but it's a very small motion. You're not going very far. Your chin will come forward, that's fine. Or down, I should say. Feel that nice stretch. And then release the hands, bring the arms to cactus. And start lifting your elbows. Keep your elbows bent, but just lift them up. Your hands will come toward the top of your head. And then come back down slowly. We've done this almost every week because I just think it feels so good. And we're going to do that 3 more times. So take your time. Let those shoulder blades find the right spot again. It's kind of a foldable goalpost thing. Not that we'll be seeing any of those anytime soon. And one more time, just feel that nice work. Notice what's happening on your shoulder blades. They're sort of doing what your hands are doing. Now the tops of them are together and the bottoms are out. And now the bottoms are more together and the tops are more out. And then come back to center. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, bring the forearms toward each other, round your back like a cat pose. So tuck your tail too. Inhale, tilt to the front of your sit bones, lift your heart, take the arms out. Exhale, bring the arms toward each other, tilt your chin down, round your back. Rock to the front of those sit bones again, open up. Exhale, rock to the back of your sit bones, tuck your chin, bring the forearms toward each other. Last time. And come back. Inhale, take the arms out. One last time, press out as if you're pushing on 2 doors that are very close together. Press, press, press. And now bring the hands down, wrists down. And then come back up, press, press, press. And then point the fingers down. Press maybe with the wrists again. And then bring them back up. And just wiggle your fingers. Are your arms getting tired? Good. That's building muscle. And then release. Roll those shoulders. Okay. Widen your knees just a little bit. Inhale, get nice and tall. Exhale, slide your hands forward until you can get your elbows down to your thighs. Inhale into a cow pose. So your tailbone's sticking up, your heart's up, your head's up. Keep breathing. And the next time you're ready to exhale, tuck your tail, round your back, tuck your chin. Inhale, lift up into a cow pose. Exhale, tuck your tail, tuck your chin into a cat pose. Good. Come back to neutral. So you're still pointed forward, but your back is neutral, just going at an angle. Put your left hand on your right knee. Scoot your right hip back. Don't twist yet. You're already partially twisted, but that's okay. Put your right hand on your hip. Inhale, get long as you can. Send your head up diagonally toward where the ceiling and the wall meet. And then start to twist. Take the belly button first. Notice I haven't moved my head yet. Take your chest next. Then maybe the head goes. Don't pull against your knee. Your hand is just resting there. Your elbow can press back if you want a little more action, but don't do it if you have osteoporosis or scoliosis. Take one more big breath here. Notice where the breath goes. And the next time you inhale, slowly turn your head back to center and untwist. Even up your hips. Other side. So we're down in coach's pose. Your elbows are on your thighs. Take your right hand to the left knee. Take your left hand to the hip. Scoot your left hip back an inch or 2 or 3. Inhale, get long, so your head's going up where the ceiling meets the wall. And then when you're ready to exhale, take your belly button over to the left, then the chest, then the head. Try not to pull against your knee. I'm doing that and I shouldn't. If you want a little more action, press back with your elbow, the left elbow. But don't ever force a twist if you have osteoporosis or scoliosis. And breathe. And the next time you inhale, turn your head back to center. Come back, even up the hips. And do 2 more of those cat-cows in a bent over position. Now, if you don't like that, then come on up and do just regular cat-cows. So whichever one you prefer, tuck the tail, tuck the chin, wag the tail, lift the heart. Tuck the tail, tuck the chin, wag the tail, lift the heart. And if you're in the coach's pose, come back to neutral and then come up to sitting. If you need a shoulder roll, give yourself a shoulder roll. Inhale the arms up. Now, here's something I don't think I've mentioned lately. If this feels better to you for coming up with the arms, do it just straight forward. If you can do this and your shoulders are okay with that, then do that. If neither one of those feels good, try this one. Where you cross your hands in front, doesn't matter which one's in front, palms are out, bring your arms up, your elbows are still bent, and then come up. It might help, it might not, but you can try it. Okay, so we're up here, and bring your hands together like that or like that. Whichever one feels better on your hands. Inhale, lift up through that stretch of your arms. Exhale, tilt over to the left. Stay here for a breath. Reach down through your right hip so you don't just topple over. And then the next time you inhale, come back up. Exhale over to the right. Reach down through that left hip. Take an extra breath here. And then inhale back up. And release. And roll. Good. Bring your thumb up like you're going to hitch a ride. And as you take your arm out to the side and back, open up your fingers. So open up your fingers and let your head follow what your arm is doing. And let your arm keep going as far as it can go without pain, and then stop. Then flex your hand back and press as if you're pressing on that door again. And while you're here, turn your head to the left and open and close your mouth 3 times. The jaw is a joint too. And then as you bring your hand back in line with your arm and start folding in those fingers and coming back, bring your head back to center too. And release. Notice the difference in sides on this one. The other side. Open it out, keep looking at the hand, all the way back to wherever it feels right to stop. Flex the hand back so you can press against that invisible wall. Turn your head to the right, Open and close your mouth 3 times. Bring the hand back in line with the arm and start folding in the fingers and bringing the head and the arm back to center. And release. Maybe a shoulder roll. Okay, both hands. Woo! Thumbs up. Here we go. Now your head is going to have to just go forward. You can't go both ways. So head is forward. Take those out. You won't be able to go as far because you can't twist your torso. When you find your spot, flex the hands back. Press against those 2 invisible doors again. Tuck your chin. Notice where you feel the stretch the most. The next time you inhale, lift up your chin and bring the hands back in line with the arms. Come on back to the center. And release. Roll those shoulders. Great. Okay. Find your strap or your towel or your bathrobe tie. And if you don't have one, you can just put your hands on your legs. The trick here, though, scooch up a little bit in your chair. The trick here is to have your leg straight, as much as is comfortable to you. Don't do anything that hurts your knee. If you have hyper flexible joints, don't overextend. You can have a little bend there, but you get more stretch the more, the straighter your leg is. So bring the strap around the ball of your foot. I like to wrap the strap around. Now point your toes up toward the ceiling and already you'll feel a stretch in your calf muscles. Inhale. Exhale, tilt forward. Keep your back neutral. So see how I'm not rounding my back, I'm just coming forward? I won't be able to go as far forward this way, but I'll get a better stretch. Send your right hip back toward the back of the chair. It's not going to move, but it's just the action that you're doing. Keep those toes coming up toward your face. Keep your shoulders going back, your elbows going back, your heart going forward. Press down on your left foot. Lots of stuff. Now, the next time you inhale, just as slowly as you came down, slowly come back up. Great. Exhale. Inhale there. Keep your body nice and tall. Exhale, bend your knee in toward your chest. Inhale, take it out. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, take it out. Now this is a strength move for your arms. Grab the strap closer to your foot, both ends of the strap, with your right hand, if that works. If not, just keep one end in each hand. Take your left arm out to the side. Keep that foot flexed. Now take the leg out to the right and turn and look at your left hand. Keep those toes coming up. Reach through that right heel. And the next time you exhale, start bringing that leg back in. Now here's the tricky part. Switch hands. Take your right arm out and see if you can go across just a little bit. Your leg's in the way, but just see if you can cross over the middle just a little bit. And look over at your right hand. Reach through your heel. And then come back to center. Bend your knee. Take it out to the side. Find your number 4 hip stretch. It might be here. It might be here. If it's here, you might want to hang on to the strap. It might be here, or it might be here. Whatever works for your knees. Keep this foot flexed, the top foot. Inhale, get nice and tall. How many times have I said that? Nice and tall. Inhale. Now send your heart way past your legs and tilt forward any amount. It might just be like that much. You'll feel this right in here. If you feel shooting pain or, numbness or tingling, then get out of this. This is not your pose. If you just feel a nice stretch, then go for it. Keep breathing. Keep that heart going forward, not bending your back like that. One more breath here. This loosens up some muscles that get really tight when we sit too much. And then come back up. Bring that knee in, give it a little squeeze. Thank you, knee. And then do a little bit of windshield wiper action. Okay, other side. Get that strap. Find the ball of your foot. Wrap it around if you like. Straighten the leg as much as works for you, so you know what works for you. Keep the toes going up toward the ceiling. Pull back on the strap, lift the heart, tilt forward. So it's like a jackknife tilt. The blades don't bend, they just change direction. Keep breathing. Find your stretch. Reach back through your left hip. Remember, it won't really go anywhere, but it gives you a nice stretch. Press down on your right foot. Now the next time you inhale, just as slowly as you went down, come back up. Exhale, bring the knee in. Inhale, take the leg out. Exhale, bring the knee in. Inhale, take it out. Now on this side, you decide, can you handle having both hands in the left hand? Take the right arm out. If not, keep one end in each hand. Take the leg out to the left, look at your right hand, reach through your heel, your left heel, keep those toes going up. This is a strength move. And then come back in. Take your time, switch. See if you can cross over any. Look at your left hand. And then come back in, bend your knee, take it out to the left, cross over wherever you cross over for your number 4. And this knee may be different. If you ever feel any pain at all in your knee, then don't do this or do it lower. Have less of an angle here. Okay? So wherever your leg is, lift up your heart, lift up the top of your head, get nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale, tilt forward any amount. You don't have to go very far before you'll feel these muscles right at the top of your leg attaching to your hip. Keep breathing there. Keep your heart forward, not down. Shoulders down, shoulder blades together and down. One more breath here. The next inhalation, come back up. Bring that knee in, give it a little hug. Thank you, knee. Little windshield wiper action. And our final sitting down thing before sun salutes. Get all those fibers that don't just go up and down or back and forth. Inhale and pretend you're drawing a big circle with your heart. So I'm drawing my circle around this way. And round your back to the back when you get back here. Do 3 in each direction. And just notice where you feel the most sensation in that circle. And then pause and go the other way. 3 times going this way. And then come back to center, bring your feet hip width apart. Give yourself 3 cat-cows. Inhaling, rocking to the front of the sit bones, lifting the chin. Exhaling, tucking the chin, rocking to the back of the sit bones. And when you're through with 3, bring your feet to hip width apart. And we're going to do a sun salute or 2. Now remember, when the arms go up this way, if that feels better, do it that way. If you like doing it that way, do it that way. I do different ones. You never know. So here we go. Inhale the arms up. Lift the top of the head too. Stretch that spine. Exhale, hands to the knees, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Press down on the feet. Inhale all the way up. Get one leg your heels out. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, tilt. Keep the back neutral. Inhale, back up. Walk the feet back in. Hang on to your chair. Press down on the chair. Squeeze your elbows toward each other. Lift your heart. Cobra pose. And release. Walk the feet back out. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, tilt. Inhale, up. Walk the feet back in. Let's do the left side. Just dangle, dangle. Decompress that knee. And then drop it. Inhale, up again. Exhale, halfway down. Heart forward. Inhale. Exhale, either let it all go down or just half farther down for you. Press down on the feet. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale and release. Close your eyes or look softly at the floor and notice how you feel after one sun salute. Okay, let's do one more. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Go to the left leg, pick up the knee, take it out to the side. A little variation here, bring it back to center, and drop it. Walk the feet out for your cobra pose. Inhale up. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up. Walk the feet back in. Press down on the chair with your hands. Lift your heart. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And release. Walk the feet back out. Inhale up. Exhale, tilt. Inhale up again. Walk the feet back in. Right leg, lift the knee. Take it out to the side. Bring it back in. Put it down. Up again. Halfway down. Inhale. Either let it all go or just come down again. Press on the feet, come all the way up. Hands to heart center. Inhale and release. Roll the shoulders, close your eyes. Take a little breath break, notice how you feel. Okay. And today is the 15th when I don't know when you'll see this, but I'm videoing on the 15th, so the 1 in 5 is 6. So we'll do 6 stand-up sit-downs or 6 butt lifts. If your knees are not happy when you stand up and sit down 6 times, then keep your feet flat, lean forward, and go as if you were going to stand up, and you'll feel all this engagement here, and then come back. Don't lift off. If you're okay standing up, walk your feet back a little bit so your heels are coming up, and we'll go up and down. So here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now we're going to cheer for warm weather. Yay, warm weather! I am so ready. I'm ready to put my coats away. So come to the back of your chair. I'm going to have to move fine, but you don't need to move yours unless you don't have any room behind you. And rise up on your toes, and then rock back on your heels. Rise up on your toes, rock back on your heels. And do that one more time. Lifting up, feeling their calf muscles bunch up, and then feeling your calf muscles stretch. Great. Now come to what is called Tadasana, or mountain pose. Feet are about hip width apart, and that means these bones right here, so about that far apart. Get that string on top of your head to lift up your head, and everything else down the line should line up pretty well. If you're okay letting go, take your hands out to the side with your palms forward. Reach down through the floor with your feet. Reach up through the ceiling with the top of your head. Mountain pose, very solid. Now, if it's okay with your shoulders, inhale, take your arms up. This is called volcano pose because you're like erupting up to the ceiling. Now bring your hands down to the chair. Step your right foot back, bend your left knee, and then take, lift up. Feel that nice stretch in your calf. And then come forward again. Now walk both feet back into your half dog. So your knees are bent, send your hips back, send the top of your head toward the front of toward the chair, and then maybe straighten out one leg and then bend it, and then maybe straighten out the other leg and then bend it. Do that one more time if you like it, or just keep stretching your back. That's what we're doing here. And then look up at the chair, walk forward again. Plant your feet next to each other. Inhale, lift your heart. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Cobra pose. Now take your left foot back. Inhale, lift up. Feel that nice stretch on the left. Come back to center, walk back to another half dog. I did those the opposite. It should have been the half dog first, but that's okay. And then you can wag your tail, you can just stretch your hips back and your head forward. And then walk forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tilt forward. So your head's going to go over the seat of your chair. Inhale, back up. And release. So that was sort of a modified sun salute standing up. Let's do it one more time, and I'll do a better job, I hope. So inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands to the chair. Tilt forward, keep your back neutral. Inhale halfway up. Exhale, tilt forward. Walk your feet back into your half dog. I'm leaving out the lunges this time. Wag your tail. Keep your knees bent, wag your tail. Look forward, walk forward. Come into your cobra pose. So this is a back bend. You can let go if you like to and roll your palms forward. Inhale, lift your heart, squeeze your shoulder blades together. And release. Go back to your half dog. Bend your knees, send your booty back, send the top of your head toward the chair. Wag your tail or straighten one leg at a time, whatever you like doing in your half dog. Then look up at the chair, walk forward. Inhale. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale. Exhale, all the way down. Bend your knees, press outward with your feet, come all the way back up, arms up. Hands to heart center. Inhale. And exhale. And roll your shoulders. Good. Okay. Now, tree pose. The trees have been beautiful. Now the dogwoods have just about finished, and the deciduous trees, the leaves are coming out. It's great. So for tree pose, put your weight on your left foot, your left leg. Bend that knee a little bit. Bend your left knee. Bring that hip under your shoulder. And the way to do that is just press down on the foot and everything will line up. Bring your chin back. Now find something to look at. I like something like directly in front of my eyes, but some people say to look lower. So it's whatever helps your balance the most. Find your thing to look at. Then bend your right knee, take it out to the side, and put your right foot right against your left ankle. Your toe is still on the floor. Decide, do you want to keep your toe on the floor or do you want to lift your foot up and have it on your calf? Then put your left hand on your hip or in namaste or up or out, wherever you want it. Make sure that left knee is still bent a little bit. And decide with the right hand what you want to do. Keep looking at your focal point. Try to keep your head over your shoulders. That will help your balance. Because if your head is forward, that pulls your whole balance off. Keep breathing. If you have to put your toe down and then come back up, that's perfectly fine. You're still working on the balance. You're still building your bone mass. It's all good. One more big breath here. All that wibbling and wobbling is great. Don't try to stand perfectly still. It won't work. One more breath. I think I said that, didn't I? And then bring your hands down, bring your knee forward, put it down, shake it out. Woo! Now if this knee hurts, that's because you probably locked it, so don't lock the other one. Weight is on the right leg. Bend the knee slightly. Find your focal point, bring your chin back. Head over the shoulders. Bend the left knee, turn it out, toe on the ground, or foot on the calf. This side will be different, so decide. Now this is where you need to be nice to yourself. Decide what to do with your hands. Yoga Journal is not taking a picture today, so all you have to do is find out what's going to work for you today. And balance changes from day to day, so today maybe is not a great balance day, or maybe today you can do stuff you usually can't do. Just be nice to yourself about it. It's all in the trying. One more breath, and I mean it this time. And then bring the hands to the chair, bring the knee forward, put it down. Walk back into a half dog. Bend your knees, send the hips back, wag your tail. Look up at the chair, come back forward. Great. Stand back a little bit from the chair. Put your weight on your left leg and lift up your right knee. Take it out to the side. Pretend you have some paint on your knee and you're going to draw some circles or paint some circles with that knee. This is working the hip muscles. And then pause and do circles going the other way. Maybe a different color. And then bring that knee forward and put it down. Weight is on the right, bend the left knee, take it out to the side, paint on the knee, circles. And then go the other way. Then bring that one forward, put it down. Widen the feet a little bit and give yourself some hula hoops. You can hold on, or you can do like look no hands. And then go the other way. Good. Walk the feet back in. And take your left leg back. Try to keep your hips even, so don't go like that, but keep your hips in line with each other. Take your right arm out, reach through the right arm, reach through the left leg, and bend the elbow, bend the knee. Straighten out. If you're up to it, do it again. Straighten out. If you're up to it, do it one more time. Woo-hoo, and bend your right knee if you want. Don't do anything that hurts. And then come back out and put it down. Woo, that was our challenge move for today. Other side. Weight is on the left. Take the right leg back, take the left arm forward, reach with the arm, reach with the leg, bend the elbow, bend the knee. Straighten back out. If you're up for it, bend it again. This side might be different, so don't hurt yourself. Last one, bend the elbow, bend the knee, maybe bend the left knee. Come back out and release. This time we'll do a starfish. So feet are wide, they can point out if you like. Take the arms up. Top of the head is going up toward the ceiling. So you're looking forward, you're not looking up, you're looking forward. Reach up through the fingers, reach down through the feet. And notice how that tones everything right there. Down through the feet, up through the fingers, up through the top of the head, stretching the whole body. Take one more big breath here. Then slightly bend your knees. You don't have to bend them a lot, but keep them going backwards. And bend your elbows. This has been called, I've heard this called temple pose or goddess pose. And then come back to starfish. Reach up through the top of the head. That's where you get the biggest bang for your buck. And then come back down. And one more time with star. Reaching up through the top of the head. And take your right hand down and go into a side bend. You can always hold on to the chair with the right hand. Come back up. Reach that arm up or take the right hand to the chair, bring the left hand down to your thigh, side bend. Inhale back up, reach back up, hands to the chair. Walk the feet in, give yourself a little circle action, go the other way, and come back to sitting. So sit back in your chair, bring your feet out, bring your arms out, and do some circles. Take your time. Some people really like to go fast. My husband was doing an exercise the other day. I said, slow down. And so he slowed down, which was a nice thing. And he said afterwards, he said, you're right. You know, it does feel better when you go slower. It has more effect. And then do some paddling. And then just flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. One more. Now flex, spread out your fingers and your toes, and then scrunch them. Add the breath. Inhale, spread. Exhale, scrunch. Inhale, spread. Exhale, scrunch. One more time. Inhale, spread. Exhale, scrunch. Now just flexed. Inhale, turn the toes and the fingers in. Exhale, turn them out. We're not going to try that thing we did last time. In and out. One more time. In and out. And done. So now you can lie down on the sofa, put your legs up. You can lie down on the floor, put your legs up on the chair. Although if you could do that, you probably wouldn't be taking chair yoga. Or you can just sit back in your chair. Whatever you want to do, get comfortable. And when you're ready, turn the video back on if you had to pause it. So take 3 long breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth like a sigh. And as we did at the beginning, feel yourself in the place where you are. Feel all the parts of your body that are touching a support. The sofa, the bed, the chair. Feel the air on your face and on your hands. Notice the temperature of the air. Notice any sounds that are around you right now. Notice any smells. Can you taste anything? Can you see anything, even if your eyes are closed? Feel your body. Notice what sensations in your body are the strongest right now. Where do you feel the most? If there's anything that hurts, accept that. Pay attention to it. Now let the body go and feel your breath. Feel the cool air coming in your nostrils and the warmer air going back out. Maybe you feel the air going down the throat into the lungs and expanding the lungs and then coming back out. Maybe you feel the breath in your chest and belly and even your back. Don't try to control the breath, just feel it as it comes. It knows what to do. And when your mind wanders off, which is its job, whenever you notice, very kindly nudge it back to feeling the breath. The more you can feel, the less you'll be thinking. Over and over, if the mind wanders, go back to feeling the breath. The inhalation, maybe a pause. The exhalation, maybe a pause. Just noticing what your breath does. Be curious. Coming back to the breath, the feeling of the breath. Feeling in the body of the breath. Now notice the qualities of this breath. Is it fast or is it slow? Is it mostly in the chest, mostly in the belly, or the whole torso? Is it smooth or jagged? Is it deep or shallow? is the exhalation longer than the inhalation. Because when we are very relaxed, the exhalation will be longer. And now, in preparation for moving again, start to deepen the inhalation, the energizing part of the breath. Just a little bit at a time. Bring in a little more air each time you inhale, until you have a nice, energetic breath. Not in a gung-ho sort of way, but in a ready to move a little bit sort of way. And then move a little bit. Fingers or toes, nose or eyebrows. Maybe just turning the head from side to side. Maybe giving yourself a hug. These are all just ideas. Do whatever you want to do. Your body usually will say, oh, I need a stretch, or I need a twist, or I need whatever. And then after you do the first thing your body tells you, do something else. Just feel into the body. It will make suggestions. And if you don't feel anything, just do something that we've done during class. And then do one more thing. And if you give yourself a hug, thank yourself for doing yoga for an hour. And then hug with the other arm on top, and thank yourself again. If you're lying down, tuck in your knees, roll to your side. Take a deep breath, and then come to sitting. If you're sitting back in your chair, scoot up a little bit. And if you like, bring your hands to heart center. And we'll end by saying Namaste, which means the light in me recognizes and appreciates the light in you. Namaste. And while we're all down the rabbit hole, let's just try to enjoy it. Okay? Thanks for coming today, and I hope to see you next time.